Happy Friday, y'all, and I hope everyone's having a great week. Sadie's over here, and we might get a little shaking action because she keeps hitting the tripod. Oh, Sadie, you don't need to rub your head on that. Alright, so before I show you some progress, I went out to the Palusi vineyard here in Ackworth, and they gave me some of their corks. And they only cork the red wines, but they gave me a bunch of these to make little labels. So when I do vendor shows. But I want to caution you because I was cutting these things and I didn't do I didn't follow my own rules, that you want to make sure that you stabilize it, like putting some pins on the bottom. You see that? And you could glue beads, but I would suggest putting little pins instead because it's going to stay steady. And make sure before you cut anything, you put it on something that is a very hard surface, like a countertop or a cutting board, so that it doesn't flip around. And you also might want to get a thimble or a wood thumb protector for woodworking, just to make sure, because I had a little accident in it and it still kind of hurt. So it's my fault. I didn't follow my own rules. So anyway, some progress on a happier note this week. Worked a lot more on this one to get some of the details now in these leaves, just a little bit of highlight, so if you can see that these aren't just flat structures, that there is some definition to them. So this one is done, and the one that was zoomed in that I showed last week was definitely done. This one needs a little bit more up here and just a little bit more detailing on and making the grapes a little bit rounder. So I did quite a bit on that this week as well, and that one's getting closer. And this one, same thing, more detailing on some of the leaves up here. One thing I'm going to point out is that this part of the vine was supposed to be carried over here, and for some reason I missed that segment. It looks like it got cut off, so I got to fix that, and then just a little bit more up here to finish up. So these are getting very close, and hopefully I'll be able to scan these really soon and get some coasters made, because I think these would make excellent coasters. Now, for one of my art classes, I had my first studio piece, and so I wanted to do something that is concerned with the environment, and thinking about the turtle population is close to my heart. So what I'm going to do is paint two 12 by 16 canvases and add actual shells and sand dollars. So these little sand dollars, I have some bigger ones here, as well as some shells, will serve as turtles, and then I will paint them. So actually these images on this watercolor, just trying to get a feel for colors and stuff, these are actually traced shells and sand dollars. So the actual image is going to probably be bigger because the canvas is bigger. Some of these will be this exact size, and I have some shells that are larger. So I did the background on the two canvases, and it's pretty bright, so definitely need to tone that down a little bit. And that's just the first background layer. So this one is too light, so somewhere in between, maybe picking up more of the turquoise in the background, and then we'll be ready to go. So let's head on over to the studio and see what's going on over there. And Sadie just went over there. She knows I'm getting close to the end of this one. I don't know how she knows these things. So anyway, she's waiting for me, so I will see you all in a sec. Heading on over to the studio, and Sadie's waiting. Alright, Sadie, you have been awfully quiet for many weeks now. Are we going to get some comments from you? We got purring. I don't know if you're going to be able to hear that, but we got purring. You're a good girl. Yeah. Alright, let's see what we've got going on over here. Alright, so these horses, Faith, Hope, and Grace. I've got the second coat now on the right side of the canvas, just letting that dry a little bit. And then I have one more coat for the bottom, and that one's going to get taken down when it's dry. Because I have another canvas that is going to go up here that's pretty large, because I want to get a head start on one of my other studio projects. And that's getting close. This one in here is the lilac place, the first one. This is the second one. So this one got a little bit more whitening on it. And again, these lilacs are not done, obviously. It needs a lot more of the mixing in with the white and a little bit more of that stucco effect to get that one close to this before we put the leaves in there. And worked on this one. So at first, back here, the foliage was supposed to be trees and it was supposed to be way far out. It didn't quite work that way, so this looks like the pasture is smaller and more shrub-like foliage, maybe a little bigger than that. Some of the shrubs we have here get pretty large. So I might add just some trees up on top. So this looks like it's very definitely in the spring. We've got some flowers, and they're little yellow flowers. And I might add some more over here, but I worked a little bit on bringing the grass and weeds and other things in, and so we'll fill that in, and then I'll come back and finish up the horse. And that's all we have for this week. Sadie, do you have anything to add? Well, that's her saying hi everyone, and let's say goodbye. Or do you want to do a rollover trick? Let's say goodbye. There's half a rollover. That's her saying goodbye. Ooh. Roll over all the way. All the way, Sadie. Roll over. Do you have performance anxiety? Nope, you're not going to perform. Alright, well that's all we have for this week. And we'll see y'all next time.